Today we are going to discuss about the bar graph. We can represent the data visually by means of pictograph, bar graph, double bar graph, etc. And you have already learned how to interpret the data from a pictograph, bar graph, etc. Now today we want to learn how we can draw a bar graph. So before that, what is meant by a bar graph? A bar graph is a graphical representation of the data. It is the graphical representation of the data, or we can say that it is the representation of numbers using bars of uniform width with equal spacing between them. We have to draw bars or rectangles with equal width or with uniform width and with equal spacing between them. The bars can be either vertical or horizontal. Now today we are going to consider about the vertical bar graph. First of all, vertical bar graph. Now look at this one is an example for a bar graph. Now here first we want to draw two mutually perpendicular lines and we can call it as the axis, and the horizontal line we can call it as the x-axis and the vertical line we can call it as the y-axis. And along the x-axis we have to draw the rectangles or bars, and the number should be marked on the y-axis. Okay. Now look at the students' favorite colors are given. Okay, red, orange, yellow, green, blue. Now the values are also given. Now how we can draw a bar graph? So the parts of a bar graph, okay, or a graph. First we want to draw two mutually perpendicular lines and we will call them as x and y. So this one is the x-axis and the horizontal axis. X-axis is the horizontal axis, and here this one is the y-axis and it is known as the vertical axis. And here we have to draw the bars on the x-axis, and along the y-axis we have to mark the numbers. Then after marking the number, you want to look at the number of students, the numbers given, and you have to choose a suitable scale. Okay. And the scale, how we can choose as 1 unit or 1 centimeter. So this 1 unit or 1 centimeter represents how many students? So this 1 unit which represents 1 student. Here we selected it as a 1 student. So this 1 unit. So this 1 unit we can take it as a, so here the starting point is 0, this 1 unit is a 1. So the next 1 unit means it is 1 centimeter. So in the graph paper I will show you how to do it. Then next is a 2, then here it is a 2, then next we can say 3, here it is 4, then 5. So this 1 unit or 1 centimeter we have to take it as 1 student. So here it is 1, so we can take it as the maximum value is 15 and the minimum is 7. So we can start from here the meeting point of the two axes, we can take it as a 0, that point will represent 0, and the 1 unit 1, then the next one we can mark it as 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like that we have to mark it. And red 7, okay, so the red color is 7, so we have to draw the bars like this, okay, against 7 you have to mark a line, and then when we start drawing we have to leave 1 unit or 1 centimeter here, okay. Then after that only you have to draw the vertical bar. Then again you have to leave some space. Usually we will select the spacing between the bars as 1 centimeter. So leave 1 centimeter and start drawing the bar, and after that again you have to leave 1 centimeter, okay. Then the second one is 11. So against 11 mark a point here, then you have to draw the bar, okay. Then again leave 1 centimeter. So every time you have to leave 1 centimeter, and then the next value yellow 15. So against 15, so first you mark a line, then draw the bars. Then again leave 1 centimeter, then draw the next bar, again the next bar. Okay. And if you want, you can give colors also. Now look at that, how we can draw the bar graph in the graph sheet. Okay. So we have to draw the bar graph in a graph paper. Okay. Now draw a bar graph. So the year of census that is given and the population in millions. Then first you have to draw two mutually perpendicular lines and we will mark it as x-axis, and the horizontal one we will mark it as x-axis and the vertical one we will take it as the y-axis. Now look at the numbers given. Based on the numbers we have to select a suitable scale, that is the next step. Then look at the minimum value 350 millions, and the maximum value is 1020 millions. So look at the graph sheet. Here you can see that this measure we have to take it as a 1 unit. Okay. So one big division, here the one big division means 1 unit, or we can say that 1 centimeter. And this 1 centimeter we can select as 100 million. So this 1 centimeter or 1 unit we selected as 100 million. So the next value after 1 unit it will be 200, again 300, 400, 500. So this one is 100, then this one is 200, again 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1000, 1100. So we want to include all the numbers. So we want to select the numbers in that way. Okay. So this one big division, here it is given as one big division. One big division means 1 unit, or we can say that 1 centimeter. So 1 unit or 1 centimeter. Okay. And this 1 centimeter it is divided into 10 small divisions. So one small division equal to 10 million. One small division means we can say that it is a 1 millimeter. In this 1 centimeter you can see 10 small divisions, and each small division we can call it as 1 millimeter. So the one small division here, the meaning is that 1 millimeter. This small division, what is the value of that small division? It will be 10 million. Okay. So first step you have to draw the axis. Okay. So the horizontal one is known as the x-axis and the vertical one is known as the y-axis. Now second step you have to select the scale. You have to choose the scale. How you can choose the scale? Depending upon the numbers given. Okay. So better to take it as a multiples of 100 or multiples of 10, etc. Okay. Then you won't make mistake. Then here this the meeting point of the two mutually perpendicular lines, you can take it as this point as a 0. Okay, that one can be taken as a 0. So we will start from here. This point will represent 0, and here from 0 to this much distance it is a 1 centimeter or 1 unit, and this 1 unit represents how much? 100 million. Okay, because here the population is given in millions. Now look at the first one. 1951, in that year the population is 350 million. So I told you, you have to leave 1 centimeter. When you start drawing the graph, first 1 centimeter, the spacing between the bars should be 1 centimeter. So the first box you have to leave it. Then 350. So here 300, then the middle one will be 350. Against 350 you have to draw, and you can put like this. Okay. Then again leave 1 centimeter. Now we have to draw the next bar. So the value is 420. So this one is 400, two small divisions. So we will mark it and we have to draw the bar. So 420. Then next one, again you have to leave 1 centimeter. Then after that the next bar, and 1971 it is a 540. So 500 to between 500 and 600. The middle one will be 550, one line just below that. Okay, once more. So this one will be the 540. Then again leave 1 centimeter. The next bar represents 690. So this one is 700, and just below that we have a 690. We have to draw the bar, vertical bar. Okay, again leave 1 centimeter. The next one is 840. Against this one is 800. So the middle one will be 850. So one below that 840. Again draw the bar. Okay. Then again the last one 2001. Again you have to leave 1 centimeter. Draw the next bar and the 1020. The value is 1020. Here we have 1000. So 1020. So we have to draw the bar. Okay. So we will get the bar graph. So when you start drawing the bar graph, you have to start from the left hand side corner. Okay, the bottom corner, left of the graph sheet. You have to start. Now we can draw the bar graph horizontally also. This is an example for a horizontal bar graph. Here the numbers are given on the x-axis and we have to draw the bars on the y-axis. And we usually prefer the vertical bar graph. So you have to draw the bar graph in this way. If you want, you can color the bars also. If you want, you can shade like this. Okay. That's all for today's class. Thank you.